Good morning, guys. So welcome back to our garden. Speaking of garden, I have realized that I've not actually made any videos showing you my garden, which right now is really small and all in pots and not doing very well because it's all in pots and a lot of shade because we are selling our house and we've actually got an offer, but more on that later. I wanted to show you guys my little garden. This is orange mint, and like I said, it's kind of struggling right now. This doesn't technically qualify as a garden plant, but it's my huge spider plant. Then my husband just bought me my willow tree, which we're saving for when we buy our new house, so it's in my huge pot. And then I have got this little other shade plant. It is a wine and rose plant. I had to remember what it was. And here's my basil that has gone to flower. Come on, basil. There we go. And then I've got my poor little tomato plant that's not doing so well. I've had like 2 cherry tomatoes off of that. My lettuce that went to seed. I need to actually get my seeds. Look at this. Seeds. Come here. Look at my seeds. Hold on. See if I can get them. Come on, focus camera. There we go. You see my little lettuce seeds? Yay! I'm going to have to keep those. Let's put them up here for now. Hopefully they don't blow away. Let's kill the little blowers so that way they don't blow away. Hold on, my camera's not wanting to focus. Alright, here's another little tomato plant that's kind of struggling. I had a cage on it, but it kind of fell over when the kids were playing with their now broken pool. This is stevia, which kind of went berserk. It's huge. This is my chamomile, which I've just kind of let pander. Another little tomato tree. I don't remember what this is, but I got it from the Publix grocery store, and these tomatoes that I got from it, they're like heart-shaped and they're amazing. And I have another mint plant right here. I forget which one this is. This is a... Oh, the thing came off, so I don't know. It's some sort of berry mint. And this is a tea plant. It's a lemon... I got the thing over here. Hold on, sorry. Lemon verbranda. I don't know if I'm saying that right. My palm tree. Then I've got some amarnath. That's actually doing a lot better than I thought it would. Some more basil. More lettuce that's gone to seed. This is a pepper plant that's not doing so well. Yet another tomato plant. I've been picking these as they come. And then I have... I don't know if this is sage. No, I don't remember what this is. Hold on. No, this is... Oh, I don't know. It smells good, though. I'll have to ask. If you guys know what this is, let me know, because I don't remember. And then my poor little rosemary that's not doing so hot. This is sage. That's thyme, again, not doing so hot. This is a raspberry plant. I'm gonna need a bigger pot for that one. More seed lettuce. Another tomato plant. But again, kind of pick as they grow. And then there's one beside it. And then this here is another blackberry plant. Yeah, another mint plant. Lemon balm. And look here. I have got 2 little figs on my fig tree, and you don't know how happy that makes me. And over here we got pineapple sage, and let me just tell you, this thing, if it were in the ground, would blow up. And when it flowers, it's got these beautiful little red flowers to it. And it deadhead my rose plant. All right, hold on. And I'm gonna take you around back and show you my berries. See? A bunch of berries. And also, growing wild on the side of my house is a spearmint plant or peppermint plant with honeybees. You see it? Look at the honeybee. Yay, honeybee. Where'd he go? There he is. You see him? Little honeybee. Hi, little honeybee. Oh, there's 2. This is wild. Let's see, the peppermint or spearmint. And then this is my elderberry plant with a big old spider on top. You see that? Oh, he ran. Yeah, this is an elderberry plant with a sister blueberry plant that it's kind of outgrown. This used to have berries on it, but I think the birds have attacked my berries. And then I have this blueberry plant here, which had a bunch of blueberries on it, but again, the birdies got hold of it. And now don't have very many at all. Even though I've got these little wind things on them to kind of try to keep the birds at bay, it don't work. And then we've got this blackberry plant. Not producing yet. And check this out, guys. This is our lemon tree. It's the first year, and look at this massive lemon. It's not even started to change color yet, and it's huge. And then we got another blackberry bush. Several blackberry bushes just kind of all together. There's one here and one here. And this one's got one little berry on it. These kind of developed kind of awkwardly. These are white raspberries, so they don't have any thorns. These two. And then this is another rose bush. And this is either raspberry or blackberry. I cannot for the life of me remember what this one is. And then we have wild lemon balm that went to seed or flower or whatever you want to call it. So it's not good for harvesting right now. But this huge, I've already harvested before it went to flower. A good 1.5 pounds of this stuff. Look, here's some more lemon balm. It grows wild around here. But yes, that is my little garden. And as I said before, update. Oh, I forgot one. Hold on. I'll give you an update on the house here in just a second. This is a pink dogwood tree. It's a really pretty little thing when it blooms in the spring, excuse me. And then there's one more little plant I forgot to show you. Ignore my random refrigerator. This is not supposed to be here. Sorry, kids, you gotta love them. This is a cherry tree and will be blooming here shortly. Within the next year or two, I think. I'm not sure. But, okay. Now, as I mentioned, we are selling our house and we are wanting to move to, I forgot, Cora's watching another channel on there. Probably Virginia or probably Middle Tennessee. We're not sure yet. Or maybe stay in East Tennessee. We're, again, unsure. We do, however, have another offer on the house. We had one a couple months back, but it kind of fell through because I went ahead and let the inspector come in, and I didn't know that they hadn't signed their end of the contract. So we're being very careful and very diligent. Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Corey came out. Say hi, Corey.
Hi.
But we're being very careful and very diligent about how we handle this offer, so that way the inspector don't just kind of randomly pop up and I'm nice and I let him in and they find out that apparently there's too much that they don't want to handle and they back out without going against contract, even though technically what they did was go out of contract. The way they were able to worm themselves out of it was because they hadn't signed their part of the contract yet, and I didn't realize it when I let the inspector in. Had I realized they hadn't signed their part and sent it over to my realtor, then I would not have let him in. He would have had to do what he was supposed to do and go through my realtor company's app and schedule an appointment when I was actually ready for him, because my house is actually kind of messy when he came by, but you know, I've got kids, so they can bite me. But so anyways, he came over and I didn't know he was supposed to come. He didn't schedule his appointment, but I was nice enough to let him in and do his inspection, even though my house was pretty messy. And sure enough, they wormed their way out of the contract. So like I said, we're being very diligent and making sure they sign theirs before we do anything. And when they get their inspector to come in and check our house, we are going to make sure he schedules his appointment like he's supposed to. I'm not going to let any kind of loose ends kind of, you know, smudge us up this time. I mean, if they want out of the contract, they're going to have to, you know, have a legitimate reason and not because they don't want to have to deal with the minor repairs. Like, I know we need new gutters on our house, and I know there's a few other things that need to be fixed, because it's a house built in 1949, and it's, you know, it's showing its age, even though we've had it renovated on the inside. But yeah, so that was the update. We do have another offer on the house, and it's less than what the original offer was for. You know, the first offer, but we don't mind. We are just really ready to take the next step in our journey and find a place out in the county where I can have my chickens and my in-ground garden, or even, you know, a larger container garden that actually has sun to be able to grow. Because I think if you were to gauge my yard for the sun readiness, or whatever that's called, you know, how much sun my yard gets, both front and back, it would be 90% shade during different times of the day. I mean, I know there's not enough sun in one area of the yard to grow an actual garden, which is why a lot of my plants that require, like the tomatoes and stuff, a lot of sun, they're not doing so well. So I cannot wait to be able to get out in the county to a place that's got a larger yard, let alone a much sunnier yard, and be able to start our journey on the gardening path. And maybe, like I said, get some chickens. I also want some sheep, but I don't know if we're going to be able to find property in our price range that will be able to allow us to get larger farm animals. But maybe one day. I hope so. It would be... That's my dream, is to be able to have my own, not extremely large, I don't need anything, you know, super large homestead. I just want to be able to, you know, process my own meats for my family, and grow my own food for my family. You know, I wouldn't mind living completely off grid, but my poor husband would go absolutely insane. He needs his, you know, on grid lifestyle, running water and internet, stuff like that. I know that there are ways to go off grid and still have internet and electricity and stuff like that, but we don't have the startup money for that. So if that ever does come to be, it will be a while from now. Let's see, what else has happened since my last video? Oh, my husband, when we got back from Cookville, my husband had a doctor's appointment to get a bone, or not a bone scan, a doctor's appointment to do an MRI. And the reason I say bone scan is because they did the MRI, and he has several bulging discs, spinal stenosis, which means narrowing of the spine, and a bunch of other things going on with the spine, including they found a spinal lesion. So we're not sure what's going on with that. We had an appointment to get a PET scan done on yesterday. It was actually supposed to be yesterday, on Wednesday. And we were getting ready to go in for the appointment, and they called us Tuesday evening and told us that the insurance still hasn't approved it yet. So we have to wait longer to find out what this lesion is on my husband's spine. And it could be anything. He asked our doctor if it was cancer, and she told him she can't tell him whether it is or isn't cancer, because it could be any number of things, from a degenerative disc disease sort of deal, which he does have, but it could be more severe than we thought if it's a lesion for that. It could be a non-cancerous tumor, it could be an infection, it could be a cancerous tumor, which would be a metastases from some other form of cancer, which we hope it's not, obviously. And it could be a sign of multiple sclerosis. I think that's what it's called, MS. I think it's MS is multiple sclerosis. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is. MS is multiple sclerosis. Anyways, it does run in his family, so that could very easily be what it is. But my biggest fear, obviously, is that it is some form of metastasized cancer from some other part of his body. I'm trying not to freak out about that. He keeps telling me, don't worry, there's nothing to worry about until there's something to worry about, which I love that man to death, but I'm a worrywart, so I'm really concerned with that. And I will let you guys know when he gets his appointment for the bone scan, and insurance finally approves it. I'm hoping it'll be soon. Lord knows I'm going insane trying to figure out what this is. And let me just tell you guys, if you get a diagnosis with, like, you know, like I say, lesion on the spine, don't Google it. Google is my enemy. because that's where I got, you know, cancer and all the really bad stuff. It's because I Googled it. I should know better than that. I know I do. But I wish I could end this, you know, the video on a happier note with, you know, good news. I know that the offer on the house is good news, but it's kind of trumped by my son's bone lesion. So I hope you guys will join us next time for the next video, and I hope you have a wonderfully best day.